Kicking It in the 757 is brought to you by View It, Do It, where everyone gets a front row seat, and by Apicab, transportation you can trust.
Welcome to another episode of Kickin' It in the 757. I'm your host, Kevin Neff. We've got a great show lined up this week, and all I'm going to say is if you've got a segment that's got martinis and neon glow-in-the-dark sticks, that's got to be a pretty good time. So join us for this week's episode of Kickin' It in the 757. Here at Kickin' It in the 757, we love taking you to unique and different dining, entertainment, and lifestyle destinations all through at Hampton Roads. But sometimes entertainment is something as simple as hanging out on your couch at home in front of a warm, cozy fire with a great book to read. But if you're like me, without the proper eyewear, well, unless this thing is printed in Braille, I'm not going to be able to read any of it. So that's why today we're at the hippest, coolest, funkiest joint you've ever been to when it comes to custom and designer eyewear. Join me as we're hanging out with Bruce Jones and Studio Optix in Virginia Beach.
We're an independently owned optical boutique. I've been the owner for 26 years now. The business has been in existence since the early 60s. I'm third generation owner. And basically what we do is we sell glasses to people that want something unique and different or are looking for the best possible optics. I mean, for me as a master optician, that's all that really matters primarily is the optics. But the business has also evolved into a hub for fashion and eyewear. So we have a lot of people come in that want great fashion. Other people come in because they have specific needs for their eyes that they can't get anywhere else. And so that's what we take care of. I started out working at a Pearl Vision. Absolutely hated it, just hated the whole sterile setting of the environment. Mutual sales rep told me there was a practice for sale at the oceanfront. Came down and looked at it. It was in the strip shop. Same kind of thing. It was kind of a dormitory setting with people piled on top of people. And I knew that I wanted something different. So probably about 19 years ago, I was rollerblading down the street and saw this building sitting empty. Once I came in here, I knew this was going to give me the opportunity to express myself more in an artistic field. When people walk in the shop, I don't want them to know they're in an optical shop. I want them to think they're in an art shop, an art gallery. You know, people have walked in the door and go, is this an optical shop? I'm like, absolutely. Well, typically I see something that strikes my eye and I just buy it, from the chairs to the artwork. But yeah, there's definitely a New Orleans vibe in here. Quite a few years ago, I kind of made my first trip almost by accident through New Orleans. The city just reached out and grabbed my soul, and so it has always stayed with me. I have favorite artists down there. If I see something from an artist I like, I just buy it and I come to the shop and try and find a place where I can stick it on the wall. A lot of the artwork in the shop is done by local artists. I like to kind of give them a shout out. And the nice thing is when someone sees the artwork, if they love it, for the most part they can buy it. And so that helps out the artist. And at the same time, then I get to change my office again. So the office is constantly evolving when people buy the artwork. I've got artwork from New Orleans that I will sell. I've got some I won't sell. Peter O'Neill is one of my favorite artists. You'll see some of his stuff in the shop. There's a wonderful piece by my daughter who's an art student up at VCU, and when people see the painting, it's very abstract, and they go, I love this painting, but it's not actually a painting. It's all made with photochemical processes, so there's no oil or water-based paints in the picture at all. So anything I can do that's different, unique, it just all goes into the essence of what Studio Optix is. The baby in the picture is actually one of the earliest clients of the business. Mr. Howe, back in the early 60s, long before frame companies made pediatric frames for babies, when a baby would come in that needed glasses, which was kind of rare, he actually made the glasses for the baby, the frame, not just the lenses. Early opticians, there was a certain aspect about also being a jeweler. So early opticians are actually expected to make the frames and the lenses. So this is a good example of that. A few years back, his grandkids were cleaning out the attic of his house. They came across the picture of the baby and brought it down to the shop, looked on the back of the picture, and there was a name there. So my predecessor, he started going through the phone book and calling people with the name. First one he called was actually the customer. I think he's about 70 years old now, and he goes, oh, absolutely, Mr. Howe made my very first pair of glasses and made my glasses for many years after that. Well, when I'm looking for products for my customers, my first concern is the quality of the frame. Most of our highest quality frames come out of Japan and Europe. The Japanese product, we have several American companies where their frames are handmade in Japan. Studio Optix, which is based out of Southern California. Bevel, which is based out of Missouri. They fit this very cool retro niche very well with extremely high quality, fantastic colors. And for the most part, because the frames are designed by opticians, they fit great. And then you go to kind of the funkier stuff. Fossa is a French brand we carry. They do phenomenal color mixes, colors that most companies wouldn't dream of mixing together. Purples and oranges they put together. They will put fabrics in between the layers of plastic. And as you referenced, the MOCA collection, actually the temples on the glasses look like a lady's leg, and they may have a boot on them, they may have high heels. So those are some of the brands that we carry, and all of them are exceptional quality. And then for people that can't find a frame they love, I can design a frame for them. Well, for the most part, it's the high-end quality product. And when I say high-end, you know, we might be starting at about $300 and going up all the way up to Chrome Hearts at $2,000. But especially with this blue light coming on, I don't want people to not be able to get the protection. So I have added what I call affordable frames. We can start our blue light protection packages under $100. And those same frames can actually be used for glasses to go out and mow the grass in, clean your garage, change the oil in your car. So yeah, I've got what we might call the beater pairs as well. The fashion is kind of morphed in different directions, where you think about maybe Elvis Costello or Roy Orbison with the big chunky frames. That is still very much in, but we also see a lot of cat eyes. I've got a lot of cat eyes in the shop, which is very 50s, very retro driven, very sexy looking on most women. And then round is really raging right now. So I probably have more round frames now than I've had ever since I've owned the shop. And but once again, it's all part of that retro look. I want them to walk out with absolute satisfaction. I want them to see great. I want their style to be so great that when people see them, they go, oh my gosh, where did you get those glasses? They're amazing. And for people to go, and I see so much better than I ever had before. And the way to get there is that our products is the highest quality I think we can produce. And when they walk out the door, I want them to go away and know that I treated them like I would want to be treated going into a business. And that's my ultimate goal, is to make sure that everybody walks out of the business is just absolutely satisfied with their experience at Studio Optix.
Coming up after the break, we're going to take in a little bit of art and culture, enjoy some martinis, and party to some DJs with some glow sticks. Yes, we're going to do all that and more when we come back to Kickin' It in the 757.
We aren't sponsors of NASCAR teams, but we will sponsor your next do-it-yourself project. Just go to taylorsdoit.com or text Taylors to 42828 and receive a $10 sponsorship towards your next project with us. I'm Joe Taylor. For 86 years, Taylor's Do It Centers have been your neighborhood partner for home and garden projects right here in Tidewater. So when it's time for your next project, let's do it together. Oh, and that NASCAR thing, it would be pretty cool though.
Welcome back. We're going to spend a little bit of time this evening at the Museum of Contemporary Art here in Virginia Beach, or MOCA as it's better known, for their 4th annual Shot in the Dark Art of the Martini ArTini event. And all I know is if you have a combination of martinis and glow sticks, that's got to be a good time. So join me and let's go check it out at ArTini.
This is our annual spring fundraiser. It's put on primarily by Generation MOCA, which is mixology meets art and a lot of fun, neon sticks, and the galleries are open for the first part of the night, so you can even see our exhibition.
Now, not only is this a great event and you've got some really wonderful area restaurants, both for drink and food, but there's actually a competition going on, isn't there?
Absolutely. There is definitely a competition. We invite 8 restaurants to come and participate, but we have several every year that are asking, hey, can we be part of this? Because they know it's this coveted award. It's a People's Choice Award. We have voting stations inside, so after you've sampled all of the ArTinis, you go and you vote. And this obviously being our 4th year, all of the previous winners still have the drink on their menu and have their plaque on the wall.
Every year is a different theme. We've done James Bond, an antebellum theme, we've done a Gatsby theme, and this year it's a glow theme, which is kind of, club-centric, club vibes. So obviously MOCA is always looking for new members, and you can go to virginiamoca.org to check that out. Also, there's a slew of what this is actually fundraising for. Educational programs, family fests, a lot of free programs that are here for the public. So besides the exhibitions inside, there's also a slew of other great programs that the MOCA throws.
We've been a big supporter of the arts, sponsoring Virginia Arts Festival and other art-related platforms. We've had a mural design at our Hampton location, but we just like to be part of the community. We are part of the community. We live here. We're not some big conglomerate with, out there in San Francisco. We live here. We work here. We're right here in Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area, and we want to help get the word out, and we want to get folks home safe tonight as well.
And if you're like Frank and I, and you like to go out and go to events like this, and sometimes maybe have a drink, or at least me, maybe a drink too many, always remember this: don't drink and drive. And if you're going to do anything, or if you had a few too many, what should they tap, Frank?
They should tap that app.
Ours is on 17th and Mediterranean, and it's owned by Clint Compton and Sam and Don from Big Sam's.
Well, I'm sure they love that shout out. Why don't you tell us what you're making here, and maybe if I'm nice enough, you'll let me sample something?
I think so. It's called a Strawberry Vibes. It's Amsterdam gin, coconut water, strawberries, and a little bit of honey and ginger beer. It's we're known for our Hearth mules or Moscow mules, so this is kind of like a summer twist on it because it has the ginger beer in it, has gin, but it's really fruity and summery.
All right, we've made our next stop here at ArTini. And I am here with Steve, with whom?
Tautog's Restaurant.
And what are you making for the voters to sample tonight?
We made a rhubarb martini, so we're using New Amsterdam's berry-flavored vodka. We reduced some rhubarb, boiled it for a little while, added some sugar, reduced it down and made a syrup, a little bit of triple sec, fresh squeezed lemon juice, cranberry juice, and that's it.
Is this almost like a testing ground? Like if this was really popular, then would you then put it on the menu possibly?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody created it strictly for the contest, but everybody that has success with it, I'm sure, would want to do it in their restaurant.
So it's kind of like a glow-in-the-dark focus group, if you will.
If you will.
And the name of this again is?
Fubar Rhubarb Martini.
You heard it right from Steve. Cheers. I'm here with Britt of the Butcher's Son. And Britt, why don't you share with our viewers what you've got going on in your booth, because I've been hearing great things about this martini you're making.
Absolutely. So we're here at the Butcher's Son, and we are doing a Butcher's Bee's Knees, which is New Amsterdam gin. It is agave nectar, lemon juice, cucumber, orange bitters, and Aperol. The Butcher's Bee's Knees.
Tell us a little bit about the Butcher's Son for those that haven't been there, and I think you've got some news to share as well.
We do. So at the Butcher's Son, we're located in Great Bridge, right across from Great Bridge Middle School. We are a chop house. We also serve seafood. We pride ourselves on the never ever rule, hormone-free, additive-free, and humanely raised products. The atmosphere is perfect. And the good news is that we are opening a new location, our second location, in Hilltop East of Virginia Beach.
And you just heard it on Kicking It in the where? 757. I am here with Dave Maddox of Twist Martini Associates in Town Center, Virginia Beach, which we know well because we did a segment, which, by the way, won a Telly Award, so I guess you're an award winner too. But you're another award winner tonight, we just found out, because we're at MOCA's event, Shot in the Dark, Art of the Martini, ArTini, and I believe you have an announcement to make to all our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just won the gold.
We don't know what, but he just won. But did you win best drink?
Oh yeah, it's the best cocktail where there's a gold, silver, and bronze, and we took gold for the second year in a row.
Well,
So.
you need to show our viewers that. And I noticed you made a point to say for the second year in a row, you want to give a shout out to your staff, or what was the winning drink?
Absolutely, it was a Southern Charm. Johnny, my bartender, and also the bar manager at Twist, absolutely fantastic bartender, has been infusing blueberries and vanilla in vodka for about 4 days now here at MOCA. And I took that, a little bit of lemon juice, a little simple syrup, and garnished it with a graham cracker crumble, and it was fantastic.
And I got to admit that there were a lot of great drinks served up by the different establishments here tonight, but I must say that when I took a taste of your drink, it literally was like biting into an exotic fruit. It was very, no, really, it wasn't even really the drink as much as just like biting into a hearty piece of fruit. And I got to tell you, it was also one of my favorites. I'm so happy for you all. Twist Martini Associates at Townsend, Virginia Beach is really a must-visit destination. And I guess you're winning Telly Awards, you're two-time winning drink awards. Is there anything you and Twist Martini Associates isn't doing?
Not much, but look forward on our Facebook and check us out at twistvb.com for any upcoming future events that we might have.
And I'll tell you what we haven't been doing is partying. We're calling this a wrap, and we're going to join the party, the drinking, the rave that's going on inside. MOCA's been a great host. But once again, Dave, to your crew, congratulations. And it's time to go kick it. See ya. Kevin Neff here with Kickin It 757, and we enjoy each week bringing you to new destinations for dining, entertainment, and lifestyle all throughout Hampton Roads. Well, what if I told you one of the best new destinations for dining could be your own kitchen? Well, now it can with our new segment, The 5-Minute Chef. Join us as we go with area chefs throughout the region as they share their tips to make great meals in just 5 minutes with items that you can buy from your local grocery store. And make dishes like the shrimp and linguine. And trust me, not only will you be able to, you'll love to be able to do it. So join us here at Kickin It 757 for our newest segment, The 5-Minute Chef.
Good afternoon, folks. I'm Joseph, the chef at El Giardino restaurant. I'm here today to show you how to make chicken pizzaiola. Very easy dish to make, and I think you'll enjoy making it. And we'll begin to show you how to do that. First, we have chicken breast, some garlic, butter, and your vegetables, your green peppers, your red peppers, your onions, and your mushrooms. We will pan sear the chicken breast. So we'll coat the chicken breast in olive oil. And then we'll begin to pan sear the chicken breast. Four to 5 minutes, dinner's done. If you're on the run, you can do it for lunch. You can do it for, some of you people even like it at breakfast time. And if you don't feel like making it home, you can come down to El Giardino and I can make it for you. Touch of white wine. And your vegetables. And your 8-ounce ladle of tomato sauce. And this can be any tomato sauce of your preference. Like I said, 4 minutes on the fire and we're done. And that would be a very easy meal. If you have more people, of course, you add more chicken breast. But I think 2 chicken breasts a person is fine. And you can find all this stuff, like I said, at your local grocery stores. I'm Chef Joseph with El Giardino Restaurant. Chicken pizzola is what we made today, and that is your 5-minute chef.
Only in today's technologically driven world is it possible to be at one event and leave to go immediately to another event. So check out our recent Rock the Red Carpet Bash held in downtown Norfolk at Brick Anchor Brew House, and it really was a rocking good time on the red carpet. We are here now with Dean and Sue. Well, it's Gonsior when you say it, and Gonsior when you say it. So first of all, we want to know, what is the correct pronunciation of the last name?
Gonsior.
Okay, well then you were right. Both of y'all look great. We're very happy you were able to come, but we'd like to know what the experience was like working with Kickin' It 757. Your segment's gotten rave reviews.
Oh, thank you. It was great. We were one of the first ones on the show and everything, and it really is was a great experience. You guys have done fantastic work with us. We have our video up on our website, getting a lot of hits on it.
Hey, we're graced by the presence of author Bruce T. Jones and also optician Bruce Jones. So is it the T when you're the author and you leave the T out when it's just optical wear?
It's T whenever it's needed to be.
That probably comes in handy. Hey, you look great tonight. Loving the tie pin. It's a skull. I don't know if Mike can zoom in and see that or not, but I can see it and I like it. Can I ask what you're wearing, or do you even know?
This is my Vegas lounge lizard jacket, and that's basically it. Everything else just came out of the closet.
Now, since you're the eyewear guru, I've got to ask you, what are the lenses you got in?
Got chrome hearts on. Always got to be rocking chrome hearts.
I thought only like rock stars wore chrome hearts, like Ozzy and people like that.
Well, somebody's got to have them to sell to those guys.
We did not one, but 2 segments with Bruce. One, his optical shop is unlike any on planet Earth. You want to check it out, Studio Optix with an X. But also, he is a very successful author of not 1, not 2, but 3 books, and the titles of which are?
The Lost Reflection, Iberia, and The Darkest Season. And it's gritty, it's based in New Orleans, so there's a lot of that good old New Orleans fun. Sex, murder, death, you name it, it's in there. So
that's kind of the description we used for tonight's party, so we kind of robbed that from you, I guess. Sorry.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Hey, it's great seeing you. We're glad to have you here and have a great time.
All right, thank you.
Bruce Jones, everybody. I'm here with actor, entrepreneur, and dishwasher, Joe Donahue.
Dishwasher's where it's at. Dishwashing is very zen. It's very zen.
Joe, I gotta be honest with you right now. You're looking very stylish, and I'm used to like leprechaun outfits and things like that. I mean, what's going on?
I've got to get this outfit back by 12. It's all rented, except for the socks. So I've got to get it all back by 12 to get my money back, get my deposit back.
So how are you handle the fame of the people that recognize you now from the Auto Connection commercials as the sleazy plaid sport coat wearing salesman? How are you dealing with that and that fame?
Sleazy is a very general term. I like to think of it as
endearing.
Endearing, and takes pride in his job. But I handle it. It gets a little crazy at times, but you just got to say, hey, I need my time. You know what I mean? Hey, I need my time.
I'm here with Bob and Julie Pizzini. Bob is the CEO of iFly Virginia Beach, and Julie referred to her as Bob's better half. And I'm going to start with you. You look great. Can you tell us what you're wearing? It's what Bob picked out for. Bob, you're looking very stylish. I'm not used to seeing you with the coat, little pocket hanky there.
Right, with the bridge fold on the pocket hanky. So
I like that.
Yeah, originated by me. It was supposed to be a triple wave. It didn't work out too well, so
it didn't take off.
Yeah. So I call it a bridge. It's a flat triple wave.
On a serious note, your segment on Kickin' It 757 I guess I don't want to use a pun, but to say it took off, but it really, really did. The feedback I know you've gotten's been great, that what we've got's been great, but can you kind of tell us about what your experience was like, what's happened since the segment has aired and you've used it in your marketing?
Yeah, for sure. So, watching the segment after it was completely produced, it really allowed me to reflect on the past 2 years of what we've done at iFly Virginia Beach, because so many other staff members were involved in that segment, and they told the story from their perspective. It just gave me a good foundation, a good grounding in what we've done and how we do it, and really what a great team we are, and how we work together to do good things. And that's what I took away from that segment.
I'm here now with Joe Habit of Bad Habits Wing and Oyster Bar, and also Surf Dogs. Joe, thanks so much for coming. Are you excited?
Oh, very excited. Wouldn't miss it for anything, Kevin. You and Mike have been great for all the local restaurants and entertainment venues, and wouldn't have missed it.
I know I've sent so many people there for those Oysters Rockefeller, but what is the secret to those things being so doggone? Because they really are. I've had people message me, text me, Facebook photos, because no one believes that they'd be that good.
They are very good, and thank you. I can't tell you all my secrets, but no, we don't just throw spinach and Parmesan cheese on top of it. We do a little extra ingredients to make it unique, and people really like it. And our she crab soup too is amazing.
Now here with Kendall Davies, owner of Twist Martini and Associates.
Very good to see you, Kevin.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Because we are winners of a Telly Award, and it was the segment we did on Twist Martini. And I got to tell you, we were so pleased how it turned out. But to win a Telly Award, I mean, I know we were excited. How did you feel when we told you?
I'll tell you what, when you shared that with me, I was extremely excited. One, because your new show coming on, and really, what an introduction to the public, and what a success to achieve already. I really didn't take a chance. I know you're an expert in your field and what you do. You always have been. Your marketing abilities, how you read what's going on in the market, you're an asset to whatever endeavor you pursue. Mike Martini and I go way, way back. I've known him for an awfully long time through professional boxing and a lot of other ventures. And he's done a wonderful job with his editing skills, his filming skills. He's got a great vision. I think the two of you together as a team are going to do wonderful things.
We had a great time at our first ever Rock the Red Carpet Bash hosted by our friends Brook Anchor Brew House in downtown Norfolk. For those of you that came, we appreciate the support. We had a great time partying. But if you missed out on that but want to know what we're doing for future events or new shows and destinations, just simply go to kickinit757.com and you'll be in the know of where to go.
Thank you.